Let me tell you something, man. Munich, the NFL, the Carolina Panthers, y'all owe me nothing. I thoroughly enjoyed myself on my first time going across the pond to Europe. First time leaving the country in that capacity. Apparently, I just needed a reason, and the NFL and the Carolina Panthers playing the Giants was a very good reason because it was one of the best games I attended in my life and one of the rare W's that I get to witness as a Panthers fan attending games. I just had a phenomenal experience, man. So I'm just going to tell you guys all about my trip because I flew out there on Thursday and I came back home on Monday, and everything in between, man, a lot happened. And I just have to say, I crossed a lot of things off my bucket list. So, man, make sure you guys stay tuned and watch the whole video, man. Sit back and relax because your boy got a story to tell. But if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. My name is Aaron Duncan. I do recap and analysis of the Carolina Panthers. But today's video, I'm talking about the trip to Germany because the Panthers played in Germany for the first time. They played in London some years back, but this was the first time they played in Germany, in Munich to be exact, and it was a sight to see. So make sure you are subscribed to stay up to date on my other Panthers content and things that I do on this channel. But also give this video a thumbs up because it really helps me out in the algorithm, because this video definitely needs to get out to the masses, and giving it some likes is what it's going to do. Because this trip, man, I left out on Thursday, man, and I flew from Atlanta. It was about, what, 70 degrees or so, and I knew it was going to be cold just for looking at the forecast, but the first thing I noticed was that it wasn't going to be above 50 degrees at all in Munich. Now, there's a difference between down south Georgia 50 degrees and a Munich, Germany 50 degrees. It's two different ball games. I had multiple bubble coats because they were definitely necessary. But when we flew out from there, I hadn't been to Europe before in my life, so we decided to do a layover in France. So we're in Paris with my baby. Say what's up to the people.
What's up? It's cold.
Yeah, it's pretty cold, but it's still dope. No scene. See if I can. I want face tracking. That's what we was looking for. My first time in Paris. Got to come see the views. It's pretty cool. Wish it wasn't as foggy out here, but it's nice. I even got water boys in France. Almost feels like Atlanta. Sure. This building is wild. It's like mirrored but see-through at the same time. Like, how? It's an illusion. But really, that was a big travel day for the group that I went with, because I went with the Roaring Riot, obviously the fan club and the media company for the Carolina Panthers. Very, very good group of people. I'm not a very good travel planner, especially when it goes to places I've never been before. So having a group like the Riot be able to plan multiple away trips, because I usually do away trips here when they're domestic, it would only make sense that I got with them on the international trip, of course. But Thursday was a travel day. We pretty much chilled. I was jet lagged like crazy after the pit stop in Paris. Decided to chill that night. Went to bed a little early, tried to get some sleep. I guess the trick is to stay up all night. Like, don't go to sleep on the plane. Just stay up the whole time and then sleep regular hours when you get there. That way your body is on that internal clock. So that's my tip to you. I think it was pretty good. I was tired the whole time just because, like, I was tired from work before and I worked on the plane, so it was easy for me to stay up. But I was just tired the whole trip anyway because I'm getting old. I'm pretty much washed up. Regardless, the next day, Friday, is when stuff really started going down. All right. So we had a Panthers bar at Offenware House. I don't know how to pronounce it, but we had a Legends walkthrough. Steve Smith, Luke Kuechly. I heard David Tepper.
You said you know Steve Smith?
And Thomas Davis up there. Nice little atmosphere.
kleine Challenge. Lift den Bierbox, das Maß gut stimmen. Und zwar, wer kann ein Maß gut?
But I will say, my one complaint, and I did not know because I'm a craft beer drinker. I don't like bubbles. Bubbles make me bloated. I don't like getting bloated because then I get the bubble gut. I got to go to the toilet, and now it's you guys know how that go. You know what I'm saying? So when they're pouring these steins over there in Germany, they put a lot of foam. I'm talking like a duff. You watch The Simpsons, you know how them duffs are with all the foam on that. That's how it is. But according to a bunch of people on Twitter, when I put my complaints up there, the beer night, the science guys of the world, they told me that foam apparently fills you up faster and makes you drink more or something like. I don't know the science behind it. I don't always agree with it. Do I believe in science? Yes, but I don't believe in that kind of beer science. I don't like foam. It makes me burp a lot. It makes me uneasy. I just don't like it. But apparently, that's how you have to do it. So when in Rome, you drink beer with foam. They had these nice Panthers beer steins there as well. I should have been the wise guy and took one with me. A lot of people took one. It was very debatable on if they were supposed to be taken with you or not. Some people did. Some people didn't. I ended up having to buy one. My wife talked me out of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking one. I was going to take one, but it is what it is. But they introduced all the players, and it was fun. Like I said, when Tepper did his keep pounding chant, I posted a clip on Twitter that went pretty viral. Ian Rappaport retweeted it, and it just went crazy. It got a lot more eyes on my profile, and people were calling him all kind of things. There were some nasty comments about Tepper. He's done his deeds for us as fans, but some of them were just like way out of line. But regardless, Tepper was turning up, man, and they introduced the players. It was a nice crowd. Cheers for them. And then when Tepper got called up, the cheers weren't necessarily like boos. They were just reserved per se. But I actually got to lead my own keep pounding chant.
All right, roll it. Keep pounding, keep
I met somebody from the Panthers social team. I did a lot of networking on this trip, and that was probably the best part about it. Like I said, I met the guy from Panther Social. He recorded a keep pounding video. It was super blurry and grainy because somebody recorded on their Android phone, but the effects of it were great. I let it keep pounding, and I've learned. I've come to my natural calling. I was hesitant at first, but I may be a keep guy. Everybody can't be a keep person. Some people are pounding people. Some people are keep people. I'm a keep guy. There's a lot of responsibility that comes with a keep guy. When you're a keep guy, you have to keep the chant going. Not too long, because the poundings get a little bit faint. And when they get faint, you just look stupid. People are looking at you like you're crazy when you say keep without saying pounding. But if you start a little bit too early, people are kind of looking at you sideways. So you got to figure out the good amount to keep the energy high and say it loud enough, but also know it and temper it off. I think I do a good job of that at transitioning from just saying keep pounding to just cheering so everybody knows, but I'm a keep guy. So it is what it is. From now moving forward, I am officially a keep guy. Shout out to Dave from PNP. I found Dave at the bar. Me and the wife sat with Dave, and you know he's got that connection with Steve Smith. He got Steve Smith to pull over to the table, and I was in the crowd looking at away from a little bit, but Steve Smith stopped at the table, and he stopped there long enough. I pulled up, got a quick picture at the last second. Before Steve rolled off, he was telling me to hurry up the whole time we took the picture. But me and Smitty got the pick. It was everything for me. Me, being a former football player, I played receiver in high school, and you may be able to tell by the picture, I'm not very tall. But the fact that Steve Smith was an undersized wide receiver doing this thing was the inspiration for me to want to play wide receiver in high school and let me know that I had a chance. I wasn't nearly as tall as Steve back then. I was probably about 5'5", 5'6", but I still had a very productive time playing wide receiver. So shout out to Steve Smith. Dude, I'm crossing items off my bucket list. I'm telling you, this trip helped me cross items off my bucket list. First was flying to Europe and being in Europe, going to Paris, seeing the Eiffel Tower. That's on the bucket list. But taking a picture with my favorite football player, priceless, man. So these are memories that you can't really fathom being able to happen. And I don't know, man. But shout out to Dave for that. We're heading to the final event for the Run Riot, happy hour. It's happy hour, I think, from 4 to 8 o'clock. Hopefully some more legends there, man. I'm trying to get some more pictures, but it's been a blast so far, man. I'm loving Germany. It's cold as I don't know what, but I'm bundled up. As you can see, I got my Panthers gear on. You know what I'm saying? But I'm out here, man. So more content to come soon, man. Love you guys. Walking the streets of Munich, just left the Panthers tailgate. Had a great time seeing the legends. Got me a selfie with Steve Smith, my favorite Panther of all time. How you feeling?
Cold.
This is true. I can confirm. But we're here. I'm only 2 beers in, but my eyes getting a little low. Sun's getting a little low. What? Yeah, I mean, call me what you want. Let me a couple keep pounding chants. I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. I'm trying to get me a schnitzel, and I still haven't had a bride. So I got to get that off my list. I got to do all the tourist stuff. He's in control. Fritz, not Freddy.
Fritz the Falcon.
Not to be confused with Freddy the Falcon.
Go back to the
I tried my first taste of German cuisine, and I'm gonna tell you right now, no disrespect, man, but it was some wacky stuff. I'm not gonna lie. I had pork knuckle and beer gravy with a potato, like a potato. I don't know what it was, a dumpling, something like that. It looks very funny. I'll put the picture up of the pork knuckle. It looks crazy, but from where I'm from, we call it a ham hock. I don't know nothing about no pork knuckle. I know about ham hock, and it's usually we don't eat it by itself. We throw it in the greens, and it's just a flavoring. If you get a little bit of meat that look a little pink, and it get in with your collards, it's all good from there. But I ain't never had no pork knuckle with gravy on the side. Nah, we call them ham hock from where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the country, so that's what I call it there. But I went with that. It was cool, not too bad. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna give it no Keith Lee review because it is what it is, but it was, I didn't know how to really go at it. I had a fork and a knife, and sometimes I didn't want to pick it up and be barbaric because that knuckle was big. You know what I'm saying? I posted a picture talking about it online. People tell me I'm over there eating moose knuckle. So I just can't. It's just a different experience. But like I said, when in Rome, you do what the Romans do. So I wanted to make sure I tried that. I tried a lot of different German cuisines. I'm telling you right now, it's been a week, and my stomach is still paying for it. I've been up and down off the toilet for the last, 3 days since I've been back in town. I'm telling you right now, getting back used to eating American food with the GMOs and all that, it takes a little bit of adjusting. And I had to get that German stuff out of my system because my stomach was rumbling, bumbling, and tumbling. I'm telling you, man, I'm not joking. I got to be honest with you guys. This is a necessary bluntness, and you're getting the unnecessary part right now. But that was pretty much it for Friday. Now, Saturday. So I got one kick with the game on the line. I'm about to get my Eddie Panera on. How you think my chances are? No faith. No faith. No,
what you know.
no faith, man. No faith.
What you know.
I'm just, I do know what I know. I'm not here trying to prove I'm more than a content creator.
Just don't embarrass me and miss the ball completely, okay?
I ain't gonna Charlie Brown out here. I'm a toe kicker. I ain't know. My shoes today.
gonna show him.
I'm a toe kicker though, so I'm old school. We'll see what happens. Now ignore that first one because I tried to overcorrect and be perfect sometimes, and I shanked that one. But you saw the last two. The last two were right down the pipe. I even moved the last one back 5 yards just to stun on these boys, and I'm a toe kicker, and it went end over end straight down the middle. So look, yeah, I told y'all I was an athlete. I keep telling y'all I'm a former player, but I ain't just no former running back. I got the toe and the leg too to make the field goals as well. So your boy is talented. Don't sleep on your boy's talent. I went on the last night, so they were like shutting down things. I got a huge banner that said Panthers in Germany that they use for promo. I'll probably put it in my new studio as a background when I get it. You guys are gonna love it. Some little kid tried to rob me for it. I ended up fighting him for it. He tried to tell me Dutchkin, which is thank you in German, but I said, nah, homie, this is mine. And I went home with it. He was a little mad, but it's a hard lesson to learn. You ain't put in the work for it. I found it. He thought I was rolling it up and folding it up for him. No, I was doing it for me. He must have thought I was on staff or something. Regardless, he wasn't winning that battle. I went home with it. It is what it is. But they end up having a night before the game party with the Roaring Riot. At that night before the game party is when everybody kind of lets loose. It was amazing seeing everybody there. And then another bucket list item had. I was there. And lo and behold, I was in line getting a beer. And then none other than Jonathan Stewart, running back legend. Yes, Jonathan Stewart, the guy whose jersey is behind me here in my office, came up to me in line and was like, yo, y'all know me. I had to jump fresh. Any place I go, I jump fresh. Look, a lot of times I buy this vintage stuff. I don't go to a ton of games. So the times I get to wear my stuff is on these videos with y'all. I know y'all be like, oh, Dunk, you so fresh. Woo, 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 woo. And I appreciate all the love. But when Jonathan Stewart comes up to you in line with your outfit you had on and says, bro, put his hand on my shoulder and said, bro, you the freshest Panthers fan in Germany right now. You got the vintage pullover. You got the vintage hat. You got the glasses. You got the turtleneck on, all the details and stuff. Bro, I was just in a beer line. We were crossing paths. And he stopped, had a conversation with me, chopped it up. Shout out to Loretta from the Atlanta chapter of the Roaring Riot. She snapped the candid pictures of us having a conversation. And I kid you not, man. I kid you not. It just happened, bro. And it was one of the most amazing feelings in my life. It wasn't like when I got with Steve, and I love the Steve picture, but I had to run him down. I kind of got lucky. This time with Jonathan Stewart coming up and approaching me, he don't know me from a fly on the wall. He asked me my name. I was like, bro, big fan. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Chopped it up for a minute, man. Just talked. It was dope, man. Crossing things off the bucket list. The bucket list is getting shorter. Look, y'all can't tell me nothing. You can call me ugly. You can call me funny looking. You can call me something else. But you can't say that I ain't fresh because I got stamped. I got stamped by a Panthers legend being the freshest in Germany. So it is what it is. Y'all can't tell me nothing about how I dress from now on because I got the stamp of approval from Mr. Stewart himself. I'm telling you, man, you can't make this type of stuff up. And if I didn't have the photo evidence, y'all might not believe it. But that's why I got it, though. So I really appreciated that photo opportunity, man. Stewart, you the man, dog. Shout out to Jay Stu, man. One of the GOATs. And he's really my guy. Of course, been a fan, am a fan. It's all love, bro. It's game day, people. Cold? It ain't that cold. We getting hyped, though.
I probably weren't expecting me to show up as often, but this is the type of energy that I feel all of Charlotte needs. I didn't say go! It's gonna be really cool, trust me. Trust me. Whoever said pounding over there, look at him right quick. All right, you ready?
My mother may I.
You guys are worse than my football team. My middle school football team. So it's just a little, get our brains activated. We've been drinking all weekend.
Take your shirt off.
And one thing that I noticed for sure is, you know, sports brings people together.
Reaching out, touching me, touching you. Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. So good, so good, so good.
I handed that man a beer, looked him in the eyes, and I said, baby.
Like victory. It's time for the pregame march. You ready? You warm?
Warm as I'm gonna get.
Yeah? You got your hand warmers?
I
Get this win today.
Hands not coming out of my pockets.
No?
No. I'm a.
Yes, sir. Worked on it. Got no limit.
Nah. I'm just.
Y'all picked a bad time to walk to the stadium.
That's a big one.
Yeah. Yeah. The big puffer jacket. It's almost kickoff, man. It's game time. Check the fit. We got the paint drip, paint splash. Nobody got this but me. I want to tell you that right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wouldn't lie to you. But I'm fresh. Am I fresh?
Yes, babe. You're fresh.
See the cosign. y'all know me. I saved my best for game day. I couldn't get crowned the freshest Panthers fan in Germany the day before without jumping fresh the next day. So check out my outfit, bro. I had the paint splash hat that y'all seen before, but I brought out some new heat, the paint splash jacket to match. I had the Munich hoodie underneath, and bro, you can't tell me I'm not fresh. It's cold outside, but your boy had to be colder. I had to do it to him, bro. I had to retain my title as the freshest Panthers fan in Germany. I had to retain my title. The fact that it ended up being a home game for the Panthers made everything that much better. We had our announcers. We had the Keep Pounding chant before. We had Luke Kuechly hitting and breaking the drum. It really felt like home away from home. And being in there, being in that atmosphere, man, with all those fans, man, and the elements, it really felt like football weather. Even though 75 freaking degrees back home, it was 40-something there in Munich, and it really, really felt like football weather. And they really much what they do is they get everybody a sign. They drape a colored sign over your seat. And at a certain point in the game, everybody grabs that sign and holds it up. You block yourself, and it makes a huge like little cast of it says the NFL, and it has like the colors of the German flag. And it's really, really dope how they do that big piece of paper. So everybody just does that. But pregame, or what happens during the game, fans, they'll fold those things up in the paper airplanes, and everybody is trying their best to throw one and get it to land on the field. Nobody gets mad about it landing on the field. They just kind of grab it and throw it away. But everybody tries to throw it. Sometimes they make it to the field. 9 times out of 10, they don't. 9 times out of 10, they just hit somebody in the lower section in the back of the head. It's so funny being able to watch that all game. Is just look up in the stands, you'll just see paper airplanes flying and crashing into people, and people getting mad looking up in the sky, or you'll see people chanting as it floats, and when it lands on the grass, everybody just bursts out into applause. More of an entertaining factor. I don't know if it's just the soccer element of it, but a lot of these fans are just here for the experience. They may not have a dog in the fight. They're just here to have a good time and make some noise. Once stuff started getting a little bit closer and the Giants tied it up, the Giants fans really started talking trash. Y'all know me. I'm a loudmouth when I get to the game, so I was cussing at the refs. I was holding up euros in the air whenever the refs were making bad calls. I think those fans were they were having a ball laughing at me, keeping it entertaining, because every time it was first downs, I was chanting, yeah, pointing first downs, going crazy, and I didn't really know. It felt like I was talking to myself, because like I said, most of these fans, they don't have a dog in the fight. They don't. They're just there to enjoy the atmosphere. I got a bunch of congratulations after the game because they were just happy for me that my enthusiasm and energy paid off. And all of the Giants fans that were talking trash, they were crickets. And I'm not gonna lie, I've seen the Panthers blow dramatic games. I was there for the DJ Moore helmet takeoff, PJ Walker Hail Mary game, and that was just gut wrenching. So I wasn't going to celebrate until I saw Eddie put them field goal between the uprights, because I wasn't finna let him ruin another great experience for me by being prematurely excited. But when we got that fumble from Ashawn Robinson, I felt alive, bro, because I just felt like we were about to get hosed, especially when we lost the overtime coin toss. But Eddie Pinheiro came through for your boy. It was just split right down the middle. A game winner in overtime on the road. You can't make this up. Script writers couldn't put together a better ending for me attending a game in Germany. And look, shout out to Eddie for that, man, because like I said, I've had my doubts seeing him play in person, but it is what it is. And thanks to him, I got to hear Sweet Caroline in person. Hearing the crowd sing Sweet Caroline, nothing really could be sweeter than hearing that, man. It's just, like I said, and most fans there didn't really care. But hearing them sing Sweet Caroline with us and hearing it echo and hearing all the basses, the altos, the sopranos, the tenors singing all together in unison, harmonizing over a Panthers W, it's a beautiful thing. And it's a feeling I want to feel more. We got to keep it going. I might need to start going to more games, because if we're going to keep winning, I might have to keep showing up. It may just be something that I got to do. I got to take one for the team. I don't know. Let me know down below in the comments, man. What did you think of my trip and my experience? I told you guys, like, let me get some feedback, man, because it was a dream come true being able to get pictures with Steve Smith and getting to talk to Jonathan Stewart, man. Everything was everything, man. I can't thank you guys enough. When the thing was announced, I told you guys I was starting a Germany fund. You guys are super chatting. You guys are watching my videos, giving ads. The people that was on the Patreon and support, you guys helped me finance some of this trip and pay for it myself. And it really helped. all the super chats, all those things. It really helped. And I just appreciate that. And it just motivates me to continue to want to give you guys content. I learned so much. I talked to some people. I heard a lot of things about just how things are working in the content space and where things are going with the team. So it's very, very motivational, man. So it's lit the fire under my butt to want to keep going and want to stay at it and want to stay on that straight path of where we're going, to know that we're doing the right thing, knowing that people are watching and listening, and knowing that you guys appreciate this content. And so that's all I really ask for. You know what I'm saying? And just building that community, having each other to really get through these things. And hopefully this team turns this thing around and we make more good memories and more experiences like I had out in Germany. But regardless, if you're watching this long, you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, man. You might as well. It's cool over here. It's cool over here. Not as cool as Munich, but it's cool over here, man. Go ahead and subscribe button, man. But I appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.